can also increase the risk of injury.
I made a screen protector. Well, it's not really a screen protector, it's more like a case for the Mac Mini with painter's tape. This is very nice artisanal painter's tape, definitely not from Home Depot. And so the goal of this is that I can, put that on top of there. Well, bam, she's done. I got a little excited, okay.
Maybe you are a macOS guy.
Wow. Hey look, we got a Pulseway notification. It says Wanix server is back online.
Yeah, neat, huh?
Yeah. So now we just need to install it on all the servers.
Yes. All right.
It is very fine. Yeah.
So much hair for me, Jake.
I need a haircut, that's why.
Jake, can you find something useful to do? You made a list.
I'm waiting for you.
You made a list, go check it twice. I can put this in on my own.
Oh my gosh. Change all default passwords. I don't know what passwords need to be changed. I don't know any of the IPs and stuff.
You could ask.
Hey, what's the IPs?
Just stop yanking it.
I like yanking things.
Okay, here, just.
David is unfuckable. Did you hear that?
Unfuckable. That's a shame. This is awful.
Yeah, you are pretty awful.
Who installed this?
A company you probably paid thousands of dollars to.
Can you imagine like the way they must have to have those kinds of conversations on like a porn set? Like, hey, if you could just like, you know, jam your knee over there, then we'll be able to, you know, see the, you know, the action better.
So today's video, apparently it needs to be reposted to YouTube, but it is not currently on the server because it's been pushed back a lot, so it's on the vault.
Oh God.
So
when does this have to go up?
noon,
What time is it?
11:42.
Oh my God. Okay, well then we need to get the vault back up, don't we?
Since when are you sure it's on the vault?
I don't know.
Why don't we look at Wanix?
Look, I don't know. Can I just
Okay,
have the
well,
transcode
David's
server? Oh, where's the nail? Hold on, I need the nail.
The what?
Nailed it.
That looks dangerous as heck.
Should be fine.
Just get it in!
It's not going in.
Stick it in the hole! Oh, and then we just push it in and it does this thing?
Maybe. No,
No.
it's stuck on the. Okay,
Okay, you're pushing me back.
Yeah. Can you change the angle a little bit? Like, yeah, that way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now try.
Just ram it in there until it goes? Until she chooches? I love it.
Hey Linus, you disconnected the Wi-Fi?
Like the whole, like now?
Yeah, like I don't have access to the network, let alone the internet.
Like, and it just went down now?
Like around the time you got this back up.
What the hell? Here, I'll plug it into 21. Okay, so this is working. All right, so there's a little trick to booting the vault. When booting, press escape, then after 90-second timeout, Control D immediately. You have to do that because there's kind of a glitch. If you have 60 drives in it, it like times out while it's trying to detect them all, and then the OS fails to boot.
Are you excited to install Pulseway on this?
They have a CentOS client?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Regular Linux. CentOS
yeah, I
is
don't
pretty
know.
bare bones. Just in case you wanted all your packages to be out of date, hit up CentOS.
I need to get access to that Netgear switch.
It's not coming up?
I removed the VLANs.
Oh.
That shouldn't have caused any problems, but it did.
So you have to plug into it directly?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. The discs are showing up, but the screen on the front says okay, 0 out of 32, 0 out of 28. Isn't it supposed to say 32 out of 32? All we did was reboot it.
And redo our entire network. That's more than it showed before, yeah.
It's like 4 out of 10 working.
Wait, hold up, just give it a sec. Why is this empty? What the f?
You the man, Brett.
You the
Okay,
man,
okay,
Brad.
bye.
You the man, Steve.
Shut up, you guys.
You the man, Steve. You the man. Go, Steve. You the man, Linus.
We need a PoE injector, which I think is past Jake here. We
Yep.
could just... Actually, where do we keep the PoE injectors?
I don't know.
There's probably like a box of them somewhere.
Haha!
What? You found one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
No, that thing's not gonna have one. You ain't the man, Linus.
So remember that stupid network, stupid video monitoring, proprietary stupid box? It's not a standard 1U. I can't even screw it into the rack, so it's just gonna like sit here, I guess. But now this switch is not working. We factory reset it. We can't manage it with the cloud. Where is the cloud key? Oh, the cloud key's down here. This isn't even lit. No wonder he can't access the cloud key. The good news though, the vault and the transcode machine are 10 out of 10 working right now. Small victories. So we have le factory reset again.
This time we reset the cloud key as well. So I need to, what is the default oh.
What?
Okay, so installing Pulseway is actually really, really damn easy. You go to their website, you click downloads. We're on Windows, so we're gonna take the Windows 64-bit. It's gonna download. We're gonna click on it, and bam, it's gonna install. Look at that, bam. I needed like 5 more clicks than I said, but there you go. Well, bam. Did it work? All those camera movements.
I go crazy because she looked like a flower and she sting like a bee.
Shebang. 1 hour and 45 minutes. That uptime, minty, bud.
Well, I mean, that was on purpose. That water-cooled server!
Yeah, that's pretty dank temperatures.
Heck yeah, brother.
Wait, we can chat with the person? Hold up.
What?
Sup, bro?
So we can run it in VMs as well then?
Yeah,
So we could
can
know if a
monitor our
particular
VMs,
VM
yeah.
goes down. Okay, so we need to get Albion in here and get all of our VMs pulsewayed up.
Oh, we need to do the 10 gigabit. So do we have the cards already?
Theoretically, there's... Okay, let's figure that out. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just lift it up a bit and then just kick the card out rather than trying to like bring it down. Okay?
I don't think that was necessarily any easier, but sure.
That's how.
Why did I pick this side?
I don't know.
So
this
heavy.
has so many hard drives in it. I was like, shoddy that. Yeah, go for it.
Can you imagine if we drop this?
Out. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Put it in there.
Oh, stick it in. It's so tight. Oh my back.
Hold on. This dongle is in my way here. We're gonna go. Wait. Just wait. That seems to be in. Go for it.
Oh yeah, you thick girl. Boy, whatever she is. He is. I don't know. Whatever. It's a big server.
Wait. Slow.
It was hard and then it was easy. I don't know.
This one's special. This one's deeper than all the other servers.
Okay. Was I wrong when I said she's a thick girl?
No.
We didn't cheap out on the thickness. So slow. Why do I pay you?
Am I missing one of the cables for this one?
I don't know. Okay, so we're back on the bare metal export. I'm gonna set up a couple notifications here so we know what's going on with this thing.
Yeah, it'd be good to know if Adobe Media Encoder is closed. Can we do that?
If it's closed,
whoa,
if it's not
that's
responding,
cool.
priority elevated. But it might go not responding while it's encoding. Yeah, all right, sure. Let's do critical. Why not?
Yeah.
Can we, here, maybe, is this done? Can I just close this? It's not doing anything, right? You would know, right? David? Pulseway critical. Adobe Media Encoder stopped on computer BM export. It works!
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, let's see what other servers we can put this on, if there's any. Oh, we can put it on Clover. Choose your keyboard layout. It says reset your PC or see advanced options. I'm just gonna click turn off your PC. It was in startup recovery mode.
Oh, really?
Here, I'm gonna try turning it on again. That's just the backup one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Clover has nothing important on it.
except everything. Pulseway monitors our servers, so we know if they die, because that's unfortunate when that happens. Okay, so obviously the install of Pulseway on Linux is a little bit different, so that's gonna vary between, you know, Ubuntu or CentOS or whatever. Like, you're gonna have to change how you go with the initial install, but that's on their website, that's easy to do. Once we do have it installed though, we just wanna go into etc Pulseway, cd etc Pulseway. Now that we're in there, we can see that there's a sample config file. So all you have to do is copy the sample config file, remove the sample bit, and then now you can edit the config and enter all your information. So once we enter our username and password, it's obviously going to encrypt the password, and then inside this config file, you can go ahead and enable all the things like we did on Windows, just in a text file instead of a GUI. This isn't a great example of how easy Pulseway is to install, because Slackware, which is what Unraid runs on and what our server here runs on, is a little more complicated than most Linux distros. Most of the time on Linux it's really easy. You go to that config file, you start the service, and you're done. So this is a bad example. Anyways, it's working now. You can see start Pulseway Damon.
So I figured out why Clover's not booting. It looks like the CMOS battery is dead. To give you some idea how Panton head ridiculous Supermicro's BIOS crap can be sometimes, I had to take pictures of all the configuration pages on this stupid thing, because like SATA versus SATA and which one is which is actually different from one of our Supermicro machines to another. So I just need to make sure that these all match. So stupid.
Because we factory reset the cloud key,
Yeah.
we no longer have ownership of the APs. So we need to adopt them. Do you know the password for those?
No.
As far as I know, we never had one. Let's just blow up everything.
Yeah.
Blow it up.
Is there even space in there?
Yeah. I don't.
What does S
Get
SATA?
it.
I think if I Google S SATA, it's just gonna be like, did you mean SATA?
No, it's just a super micro thing. It just means the non-chipset controlled SATA controller.
Yeah, it does not
Except that
provide
sometimes
any-
it fucking doesn't.
Do you like pina coladas? No, you don't drink. Do you like pina coladas?
They're all right.
They're all right. Mojitos.
Better than pina coladas.
I just really, really want to
Go home?
Whoa, hold on a second there. Why are those configured to be non-RAID disks?
Did we lose our RAID setting?
What the h-?
Okay, so now that we've added a 10 gig card to the Steam cache, and it actually shows up, you can see in here we got wired connection 1, which is our regular virtualized network adapter, and then we have the pass-through Aquantia 10 gigabit, which is awesome. Now we actually have to set the IPs. Apparently I can't have IPv4 disabled. That doesn't make sense. Hopefully, potentially, theoretically, it should just start back up and we'll be using our 10 gig NIC. Okay, looks like this might have not worked, so that's cool. I wonder if we got a different IP maybe. What is the problem? Why can't I connect? I blame you, David.
Well, it's not cool.
Yeah.
So I've hauled the last of the extra cables out of this room, and I am pretty much ready to just, oh, I guess there's, never mind, hold on. Jake is still working on the Steam cache over there. Maybe he has an update for us. Maybe we can do a test on it.
I have no update, everything's I'm going to my desktop.
Well, I mean, we're doing it stupid, but like at the same time, there's nothing preventing anything from working at this point. Like it's all just one big network. Nothing is segregated. Everything should be communicating, but it's not.
I don't know what to tell you. That switch only has a single connection to the Dell switch. That's it.
What about to the Netgear?
It doesn't have a connection to the Netgear switch. Everything goes through the Dell.
Did we set the subnet on this properly? I don't think we did.
Possible that we didn't.
I bet you that's what it is. That's if anything I've learned in the last 3 years, it's almost always user error.
So was it user error that you came to be?
Wow. Jesus Christ. What the yourself? Hell yeah, it's not set. Oh my god, if this works again. Dude, do you know how many points I am above you right now? Like, holy shit.
So it was the subnet thing.
Yeah, so how many other devices on our network are gonna be borked like that? Like, what about the, did we change the access points? Are all the switches updated with this new subnet?
Yes.
Are there any VMs that aren't updated?
Oh yeah, like all of them probably.
Well, yeah, so we should probably get on that.
Okay.
Well, other than this one. Okay, so what we have left to do, we gotta fix the cameras. That's in progress, they're gonna do that. Fix the key cards, they're gonna do that. But I'm gonna go fix some subnets on things, which is super boring. So you probably won't see me doing that.
What?
What?
What is it?
No, I'm saying I'm gonna go do this, but it's gonna be super boring, so we're probably not gonna film it.
Oh.
Oh,
Did you just PoE your computer?
I think so.
That's hilarious.
Okay, you know that's not like actually funny, right?
No, it's like kind of funny.
No, it's like
but
actually not funny.
It's
Like if we just destroyed a laptop that's worth
It's
like
like
over $1,000, it's not funny. Why are you laughing?
It's kind of funny.
No, it's actually not. I remember these being kind of unintuitive to figure out, but I've never heard of them frying something.
Can we plug a
VMs were,
PoE
right.
injector? Can we plug it into the switch? Like in a non-PoE port, like in the Netgear switch or something?
Sure. Okay, so plugging into the camera directly.
Okay.
Okay, we're in.
So, okay.
So now what?
Okay, so what I can do is make sure that it's on the right network. Then we can try plugging it back in and see if that works.
Fine. Hold on. Router gateway, that's not right.
Well, I mean, that's what the other ones were set to, too.
Okay, so move it over. So here's our ghetto solution to PoE inject, connect to the camera. Anyway, we shouldn't have to do that. It's plugged into a PoE switch. We just, I don't. Okay.
So you replugged it into the.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's hit it again.
Yeah.
And it's
up.
working
It's
now.
up.
Okay, so what? We just need to do that one at a time for all the remaining ones? What a pain in the ass. Okay, well, it's not perfect, but all the servers are back up and running. Performance looks fine. The Steam cache is working, which it wasn't before. we have enough 10 gig ports for everyone upstairs, and we finally have monitoring running on our servers. So it's not a total loss, it's just really not as much as we wanted to accomplish. But it's 6:30 on Sunday. Like, we can't be tearing things apart now and have things not be at least sort of functional when people come in the morning. So we just got to clean up and try to go to sleep tonight without just like having visions of IP addresses hammering our brains.
Well, hello YouTube. We have a bit of a problem today on this section of the moving, but we've been moved in for months moving vlog. Something is going on with the server, and we haven't been able to work on a project for more than like 30 minutes at a time before the server crashes, and our computers all freeze, and then we're all sad because we can't work on them. Most of the shit we do is on the server.
Well, I'm actually doing some writing right now because I can do that.
See, I'd love to be working on my next
Anything
videos,
that doesn't
set
need
stuff.
the server, we can do now.
I
But
know, for
that's
whatever-
not much.
But it always seems to go down.
Yeah, at the worst
When
possible
there's
time.
nothing else to do.
No kidding.
But you know, YOLO. You only liao once. Let's see the stress that Linus is going through right now.
I'm only getting about 25 megs per second, 30 megs per second. It's probably gonna crash like while you're doing this.
How do we fix servers? How do you fix it? Tell me.
Tell Linus. He will fix it.
That's your go-to?
Yeah.
Whether you're running a small business or a $1 billion or even multi-billion dollar enterprise, Rackspace has your dedicated storage environment covered. Check out the link in the video description to learn more. All right, so here's the situation. Wonix server over the course of the last couple of days has been spontaneously going offline and turning off. In spite of my best efforts to turn it back on and complete the backup that I'm in the middle of trying to do to our new Unraid vault, while I was standing in front of it, I observed one of my RAID controllers giving up the ghost. So as a reminder, this server is running 3 RAID 5s striped together in Windows of a total of 24 SSDs. So if one of the RAID 5s drops out entirely, all the data is gone. Only about 10% of the backup that I was just in the middle of remaking is saved. So, it's time to investigate. All right, so here's Wonix server. So far, troubleshooting steps that I've tried. You never wanna rebuild something like this if there's a possibility you're gonna have to go to a data recovery service, because that can make it much, much worse. So in terms of troubleshooting steps, I tried transplanting it into another case so that I could use a different SATA backplane. That didn't work. I tried a different power supply, a better power supply. That didn't work, none of that fixed it. And I even went as far as to put in another LSI RAID card that I had and try to import the array. But while it did detect my drives, all of them, as unconfigured good and a foreign array, it was not able to import it. So there is some good news there though. While I'm getting firmware errors kicked out by this card right here when I try to boot, all the drives are detected by another card. So hopefully it didn't write too much garbled data to the array. Okay, so this is basically what I've been doing for the last 14 hours, is sending emails, contacting different data recovery services. There's some that are local, there's some that are not local, but I'm not ruling those ones out. In fact, right now, the most likely solution looks like werecoverdata.com. They've got some custom tools that they've created that will allow them to SSH into the system and actually potentially recover the missing RAID 5 and then the other 2 RAID 5s and assemble them all together and export them as one gigantic pile of data to one of our servers, all without me actually having to send the drives away, which would be pretty ideal. Now, obviously, an approach like that would not work in the case of physical damage to the drives, but because it is only a RAID controller issue, they're saying, hey, there's a shot at this, so let's give it a try. So I downloaded their remote recovery client thing here. So right now I'm waiting for their custom Linux-based tool to load on a bootable external SSD so that they can SSH into the server. I'm not having a good couple days. Right now I can't get the utility to detect my USB drive. It's called tech support. Oh, bloody hell. Ugh, I just figured it out. This is Linus calling, by the way. I just realized I have to run the WRD disk image as administrator. You guys should put that in the documentation. Never fails. This is why it's a good idea to call tech support, because the second you call them, you'll solve the problem on your own. All right, so in theory, we now have a bootable drive. Okay, so step one is getting this unnecessary extraneous server out of the way. I'm grabbing a UPS to use. Now, in a perfect world, I would have a motherboard or an HBA card, a host bus adapter card, that could allow me to plug in all 24 of the drives for them to do their data recovery magic on. But what we're gonna have to settle for is having 8 of them plugged into the motherboard at a time as each RAID 5 is rebuilt. RAID cards do all kinds of funny nonsense, and they don't give other software direct access to the drives at a bit level in some cases. So we need to remove all these drives and plug them in directly to the motherboard. Okay. Now it should boot to that, in theory. Let's just make sure all the drives are detected in the BIOS and everything. Oh, that's a problem. I need to pull out the other RAID controllers as well. Otherwise, they're going to be looking for their drives, and I don't have them powered up right now. Okay. Oh, actually, that doesn't look very good. PCIe port errors. What? So let's make sure all of our drives are even showing up. Uh-oh. That is extremely worrying. Oh, that is extremely worrying. Oh, that's not good. That means potentially 3 of the drives in a RAID 5 are dead, which means this data is not coming back. None of it.
Of this particular thing.
No, none of it.
None of the... But I thought we have 3 RAID.
None of it will be coming back if we lost 3 drives from one of the RAID 5s. So let's try moving things around. I've never tested the SATA ports on this board. It's possible 3 of them are dead, however extraordinarily unlikely that would be. 5, 6. Okay, we've got 6 now. Okay, that gives some hope. I'm just moving SATA ports around. I was just going to say, right now I'm even having difficulty getting this system to post, so I'm at a whole new level of concern. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll send an email. Okay. So I'm at the point now where I don't want to put the drives on this system. Let's go with this one. I didn't like all those PCI Express errors that the bootable USB was kicking out. I don't like that some of these drives aren't showing up. I'm starting to wonder if that's what corrupted the LSI card. This royal pain in the ass. There's 1,000 things I can think of that I would rather be doing right now. 7. Okay, I got 7 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, maybe it was bad PCIe.
Linus speaking. Well, I can tell you what's happening so far is I put it on the system that I was running the RAID card and the drives in, and that baby started spitting out PCIe errors all over the place. So I got everything pulled out of that system, and I have plugged all the drives now into a different test bench, and I'm trying to see, because I wasn't even getting all the drives showing up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, hey, you guys are on the phone for the magic moment where all 8 drives are detected by a new motherboard. So I'm beginning to think there may be a motherboard issue that caused the firmware on that LSI controller to corrupt in the first place. So I'm actually pressing enter and I am booting up to your USB, and it is loading correctly on this. I think that board is dead. Okay, well that's, I don't know if that makes it worse. Probably does, doesn't it? You can tell me, I can take it. It says waiting up to 60 more seconds for network configuration. Good timing with the follow-up call. Yeah, if you'd called 1 minute earlier, I've been cursing you for dialing my number, so I have to answer my phone because I was in the middle of thinking only 5 of my drives were being detected. You guys know what you're doing, right? I had a local shop that I was gonna physically take it to. And they kind of freaked out when I said I was having someone use their remote tool. They were like, well, unless these guys really know what they're doing, that's pretty dangerous. And I was like, okay, well, I'll check with them. I'll make sure they know what they're doing. So you guys know what you're doing? So basically they're explaining that they're going to virtually mount the volumes, so we're not doing any writing to my disks. So even in the event that we cannot recover it by this means, that still leaves other options open to us. Okay, they're in.
We'll probably run a couple of quick scans on it. It sounds like there should be a pretty good chance because it sounds like you had a hardware failure.
Okay, well that's very wonderful to hear, but I'm trying not to get too excited right now. They sound pretty confident. This is like the ultimate roller coaster right now. So to put this in the appropriate context for the viewers right now, Wonix server has several in-progress projects stored on it that do not have a backup anywhere else, including a fully shot channel superfund that involved $1,000 in equipment rental, including lots of footage from Linus Tech Tips videos. Like, it is gonna be a huge, huge, devastating loss for us to lose this. I mean, it's got a lot of our templates for editing videos, for scripting templates, for employee reviews, like all kinds of stuff. Like, this is our main working server. No, the off-site backup server has not ever been built yet. The Vault was the backup server. If I ever have to like act in a video where I have to look forlorn, I'm gonna think back to this moment. Okay, so I do need to reboot it once in order to add that 8 terabyte drive. But anyway, right? Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. I hope to speak to you with good news very soon. 12 SATA connectors. Okay, so let's make sure everything is showing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Our boot device and our 8 terabyte recovery media. We are ready to rock. Okay, so within about 10 minutes, they contacted me back. They said, okay, yeah, we're ready to have all the drives in there. So that means we are gonna have to do some janky ass shit right now. So basically what you're looking at here is these drives are going to be powered off this power supply with a jumper. These cards and all these drives are going to be powered off of this rig. So now we can power all those drives without powering up this motherboard or any of that nonsense. Okay, so we have a grand total of 25 drives connected to this test bench, 16 of which are running in bays of this enclosure, and 8 of which are spread out here. So there we go. There's one of my LSI controllers. There's its 8 drives. There's my other one. Whoa, where are your virtual drives? I think I remember a troubleshooting step where I tried swapping all the drives to different bays where I was trying to see if it was the backplane or the cables. Wow, panic moment there. But it's okay. So now we should see 2 virtual drives here on the screen. That's one set. Show me the second set. Oh, okay. Whew. Thought we lost another RAID 5 there. Okay. It's good, feeling good. Reality TV ain't got nothing on IT work. Show me all the devices. 2 RAID adapters, 1 8TB drive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Kingston drives. Boom! Okay, I will let the data recovery specialists know. All right, so all that's left now then, I think, I got in touch with them and I asked if we can put a 10 gigabit network card in so we can accelerate the offloading of all of our files. So all we're waiting for now is for them to reboot the machine and set me up with a network share that I can access and fingers crossed, just start pulling off all the footage and, well, everything else. All right, so check this out here, around here. So I've got the instructions for how to access our data. So I go into the Tritium share, and there it is. Bunch of EULAs, a bunch of stuff. We've got what looks like the file structure. Let's test it. How about one that we haven't finished releasing yet, like something from the Melee battle here. Let's watch it. Okay, XA footage for sure. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay. Here, we can copy one of these. Let's copy one of these clips to my local machine and see if that helps. No.
Oh boy.
Let's have a look. I wonder if everything's even here. Like, I don't even see the Linus Tech Tips folder. 1 and 2 are missing. Useful applications is empty. That should be full of things. Okay, well, I guess we better get in touch with them. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, follow, all that good stuff, and see you next time. I just got an email back from them. Please stand by, addressing your emails with the engineer. It's possible the RAID definitions were changed from one reboot to the next because of drive letter assignments in Linux. It's 26, there's a 26 drive limit. I think we have more than 26 devices in there. I got another email back. Linus, we recreated the block devices. Please go ahead and check the videos and content that you were looking at again.
No way.
Oh, the suspense.
I'm not enjoying this. There's nothing there?
I'll let him know the share's empty again. This is just like the wildest roller coaster ever. I don't even have anything else to say, actually. It's almost funny. I hope to some of you it's funny. Here's the email I got 17 minutes ago. I was stuck on a call. We got everything remounted, so you can now go ahead and view the data once more. This is the moment. Do we not have a 2?
I don't think we ever had a 2.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's go to that Channel Super Fun video that we were looking at. Yes, Swagway Jousting. Okay, and it was the delivery? It is awesome stuff. I'm getting like tingling.
Okay, you gotta check the source files though, because that was what we know was corrupted.
Okay, so untranscoded footage,
Yeah,
XA.
XA20.
They did it!
It's back? Oh my god.
It's back, here's another file, it's back.
Do we have everything?
In theory, yes.
Really? Holy sh**. Oh.
I think it's finally over.
Woohoo! Oh.
That is fantastic.
Hey guys, guess what happened with the recovery?
What?
We got everything back.
Oh, thank goodness!
Woo!
Oh. Like, it's just been such a stressful few weeks, and that was just such a huge thing. All of our pitches and proposals and stuff are on that server.
Okay. Wanix back. Fully?
Really?
Everything is back as far as I can tell. I've played back video files. They are not corrupted.
And then
Wannick is officially back. Yes. Swagway jousting footage for the melee battle should be fine. And we'll have a better backup scheme in the future, I promise. That is all. Today's video shot.
We should physically
I'm
print
speaking.
all of our videos, every frame
I
of
don't
every
think so.
video on paper.
Did you hear the good news?
That Wannick's back?
Wannick is back.
Yay for hiring other people to do our jobs.
No, I don't think it's back, but it is. It's back.
What are you doing?
I'm just letting everyone know that Taryn, it's back. The server's back. Okay?
So it's not always that our sponsors tie so perfectly into our content, but today it happened. Today's sponsor is Rackspace, the top-tier managed cloud computing company. They pride themselves on best-in-class service across all platforms. They've got over 300,000 customers in 120 countries with 10 worldwide data centers. They've got Red Hat, Cisco, Microsoft, VMware certifications. And all of that amounts to, whether you're running a small business or a billion-dollar enterprise, whatever your needs are in terms of capacity storage or flash-based high-performance storage, they can take care of it without you going gray or bald because you did something wrong and screwed up a backup and went and lost a RAID array or whatever else. They've got dedicated storage to meet your performance, security, network capacity, and compliance needs. Everything from direct attached storage, so that gives you the flexibility and scalability of just a simple, okay, let's attach some drives to this thing, it's redundant, cool, off you go to the races, to SAN, so that's high availability and reliability, fully redundant for business, to even NAS with support for demanding workloads like virtualization, file sharing, and rich media. In fact, their NAS stuff can scale up to 20 petabytes of capacity. They've got public cloud and private cloud options as well, and you can get your own server, a scalable private cloud in the data center, in your data center, in their data center, and it's all supported by Rackspace and VMware. They call their support fanatical because these people are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and they've got industry-leading service level agreements, both managed and intensive. So if you need dedicated storage, they got you covered. Go to rackspace.com/LTT to learn more and not go through what I did. I don't really have anything to say. So thanks for watching, guys. If you disliked this video, then hit the dislike button, I guess. But come on, this is about as real as it gets around here. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Get subscribed. Maybe even consider checking out our Amazon affiliate instructions for how to use it whenever you buy stuff there. Instructions are up there. Buying a cool shirt like this one, or even giving us a monthly contribution through our forum, which gives you a little contributor badge. Now that you're done doing all that stuff, hey, maybe you want to check out that Channel Super Fun video that we just discovered is back, and that'll definitely be worth your while. We joust with each other on Swagways. It's pretty awesome. So, see you next time. So Wannick server, the high-speed NVMe NAS that all our editors use to edit 4K, 8K video and the like, it's completely full. Newton server, the mechanical-based vault where we store all our old projects, that's completely full too. And to make matters worse, our new Red weapon camera capable of recording footage at a whopping 8K resolution is also here and capable of filling up its 1 terabyte megs at a rate of up to 300 megabytes per second. Yes, a 3-second clip that could be as much as 1 gig. Fortunately, Seagate, oh, there go the rails. You might say this project's gotten off the rails already. Fortunately, Seagate and 45 Drives have partnered up with us, which means they gave us hardware to solve this problem once and for all. Today, we are installing a petabyte of storage in our freshly renovated server room. So come along for the ride. Browse privately and securely with TunnelBear, the simple VPN app. Try TunnelBear for free at the link in the video description. Hey, guys, so would it be a problem if I shut down the vault for a couple hours? The vault, could I shut that down for a couple hours?
Lock it down.
We good? We
Throw
cool?
away the key. Burn it.
Burn it. No.
Burn it onto
No.
a CD.
Okay, why do I even talk to you people?
Can you burn it onto a compact disc?
Burn it onto a CD. You brought more RAM. I like this guy. So I guess now's a good opportunity to introduce our friends from 45 Drive. So this is Brett Kelly, who is, what exactly?
I'm an electrical engineer.
Okay.
By education, and I've been doing just a little bit of everything since I got 45 Drives.
And then this is Nicole, whose last name I forget. Morrison.
Morrison.
Yes.
Oh, good, you got it. Yeah, I look after the marketing.
Okay, so here we go. I did manage to at least open the top of the box. That is as far as I got. Yeah, as far as look at that documentation that I ruined. Okay. So you guys have made some significant changes to the Storinator since the last time that I got my hands on one.
Yes.
Now it has a screen.
It has a screen. Oh no, I'm not doing that. That's yours.
Okay, I got this. Oh, yes. It's stuck. It's stuck.
There you go.
Yes! Let's see what happens if I unscrew these without, Hey, that was fun.
Good catch.
Hey, I drop things all the time. I gotta be good at catching them. So now you guys have like a toolless mechanism for the drives now, instead of that. Well, it was toolless before, but it was kind of like a dumb toolless. Yeah. Now it's like a really smart toolless. Cool, so it's like a friction mount. And in terms of, oh, wow, it looks like it did get a little bit wanged in shipping there. Look at that. So, I guess we might just have to take a hammer to it. Nervous chuckles. Linus, can you not hammer our expensive server machine?
Well, now you can do whatever you want to it now.
There we go. Okay, so what's in here?
So we've got our two rocket cards, Rocket 750 made by High Point.
Yep.
They connect on to the LCD screen there. We have a 2-port Intel 10 gigabit NIC, RJ45 copper.
Okay.
64 gigs of RAM, soon to be 128. And a much more high efficient power supply than the one you had last time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Hold on, I'll find the rest of them.
Sorry, what's in your boot?
A couple of screws fell into my boot.
So with our introductions and the unboxing out of the way, it's time for the most exciting part, inventory time. So you might actually be wondering why we need so much RAM, and the answer to that question is Brett, on his way over here, stopped and doubled up our memory because basically ZFS, as you add more and more storage to it, and we're gonna be putting about 400 terabytes of storage in each of these boxes, uses RAM as sort of like a map to where the data is. So that's why all of a sudden we went from 64 gigs being perfectly acceptable to really wanting 128 gigs. So we're gonna have that much in each of our systems. Oh, did you cut yourself?
Yes.
Oh, that happened fast. We've already got first blood here.
Already an injury.
Nice!
A nice knuckle one too, so it's always an awkward Band-Aid, right?
Oh man, and it takes forever to heal.
I know, I was going, it'll go away, it'll go away. No.
See, this is why techies don't like sharing their screwdrivers. I'm putting these screws in by hand. Well, this guy over here, yeah, you know what? No, fine. No, just keep it. Just keep it. Just keep it. Oh, crap. Oh, damn it. I can't even find it.
Is that it?
Yeah. Oh, yay. Okay, so this sucks. There's some shipping damage on our server, so we're gonna have to fix that before we go move to the fun part of loading it into the server rack. It's like, I'm sure Protocase's like metalworking engineers are rolling in their graves. They're not even dead yet. They're rolling in their graves watching me work on metal. Does that not look pretty straight right there? Yeah, that's right. See, I may not be good at doing things properly, but I'm good at doing things the crappy way. Now you might be thinking to yourself, gee, Linus, this server sure doesn't have a lot of hard drives in it. To which I would reply, baby, I am the hard drive. And then everyone would groan and cringe and all that, and then I would give you the real response, which is, we're not ready to put the hard drives in yet because these XL60 Storinators can weigh freaking what, like 100 pounds probably with 60 drives in them? Yeah, you do not want to move these around full. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna install the drives once they're already on the rails.
We switched jobs this time, right? I was defeated before.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice. Oh, here, yeah, I can do that part. Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Yep, we're working this snake together. See, it didn't feel dirty until I said that, did it? So yeah, so you pull and I feed. There we go. I get how this works. Wait, no, that's not right. No, what's going on here?
We're doing this backwards.
This is my end. Are you sure? I know what the problem is. It goes this way.
Brilliant. Okay, and now we've got it backwards. You were the fuller. There we go. There.
I'm glad we got this sorted out. I mean,
keeping them all straight though. Way easier this time.
I'd have hated for this to get embarrassing. When you're me, you gotta learn to be real good at catching.
Okay, this is starting to worry me now.
This water-cooled server has to move to the bottom of the rack. In the event that there's a leak, the last thing we want to do is nuke $50,000 worth of enterprise-grade Seagate hard drives, not to mention the Storinators. I actually want to move these existing Storinators up to put Petabyte Project at the very bottom. Networking cables here, heavy hard drives here, because I like them bottom heavy, baby. You've seen my wife, I clearly don't like them top heavy. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm good. It's like he thinks he's here to install Petabyte Project. He's actually just helping me do server room maintenance. I got this side. Yeah, I got as much of this side as I can. Cool.
Look at that.
That's not so bad.
Good.
Server room crap with Linus and Brett. Use the bottom server as a shelf for the top server. No problem. So, update time. We have Delta 1 and Delta 2 servers deployed. We've got our network configuration all set up. We're running CentOS. And it is time now to load in 1 petabyte of hard drives. Oh! You know what? Let's just take 1 box at a time. First drive's going in. Here it goes. Oh, that's a tight fit there. There we go. Oh, it's in. Okay, so now we just got to do that 97 more times. Here we go. I guess it gets less exciting after the first couple.
Yeah.
Really, I turned my back for like 5 seconds.
I brought the whole system
5
back.
seconds. Okay, let's just get this stupid thing out of here. I'll figure out how to get it taped on there properly later. Okay, so hold on, let's go all the way back. Let's start at the beginning. Okay, so all the drives are in. We're ready to fire it up. So first, we take our hard drives and we separate them into VDEVs.
That's correct.
Then we take those VDEVs and we combine them into ZFS pools.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing is it's all one command. It does it for us. We just tell it what we want to build.
Okay, then we take those pools and we divide them up into bricks.
You got it.
And then bricks we use to build up our GlusterFS cluster file system.
You got it. So Gluster handles the scaling. The ZFS layer handles the device failure. All that fun stuff.
So with Gluster then, we could add more storinators to have more than a petabyte of data, or we could add 2 more identical storinators and we could have redundancy.
Yep.
Okay, let's get started. So it looks like we might have a bunk drive. Okay, so we found the device that's spitting out errors. It's this guy right here. So what we're gonna do, just a basic troubleshooting step, is we're gonna swap it with a drive that is working. Device SDAQ again. So that's the slot. Bad cable would be bad.
That cable would be bad.
That'd be really bad.
But like that is our farthest off chance.
So you're thinking card right now.
Card.
It turns out I don't have the right cards here to throw in a replacement if the card is bad. But honestly, that to me looks not as much like a card issue and more like a connection issue. So what we haven't tried yet is just a simple unplug and plug back in at the HBA level.
Yeah, so it's gonna be...
Well, should I just pop them all back in, or? Oh no, you know which one it is? Yeah. Okay. We got it. SDAQ is back. So the solution was we actually have a port on the card that was kind of bunk. But the good news is these are what? 10 ports, so these are 40 drive cards. So we moved everything over one, everything's up and running, we're ready to rock.
Yep, you got it.
Okay. Whew.
One little thing we have to do.
I thought for a minute there, Seagate was gonna have a bad drive in their sponsored video, or 45 Drives was gonna have a bad port on their case in their sponsored video. Wouldn't that have been funny?
Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah!
It wrote at 3.8 gigabytes a second.
3.8.